we should be live here. I'm hoping that we're live anyway. We are doing tornado warning coverage tonight, likely tornadoes as well, just like in general, okay? We've had several tornado warnings today. I just got home from school, and I'm going to be covering them right now. We only have one in effect right now for LaSalle County and Grant County, I can't speak, in Louisiana. So if you're in those areas, seek shelter immediately, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. This is a huge thunderstorm producing damaging winds, large hail, and like I said, this has a tornado warning on it, so a tornado could drop on this at any second, guys, or maybe even be on the ground right now, okay? So there's your rotation there in that little green area, okay? Let's go and match this up with the CC, and it's not looking like we have a tornado on the ground as of right now, but there could be one drop at any second, so seek shelter immediately if you are in that area. We also have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. One of them is going to be for Atoka County, Oklahoma here, kind of in our marginal risk of severe weather today. That's for 1-inch hail and 50-mile-per-hour winds, so it's not really a shelter-worthy situation, but you need to be careful with that storm. Get indoors, certainly. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds, and then 0.75-inch hail here in portions of East Texas for Vernon County, Louisiana, and Newton County, Texas, okay? So look out for that, but again, it's not necessarily shelter-worthy. But that one storm is the one that we're really watching right now here, heading straight for Jenna, Louisiana, okay? So you've got to look out for that. Seek shelter immediately if you're included in that warning. That's a pretty big warning, okay? It's not often that we get a tornado warning that big and just, like, general size. Like, it's covering a big area. But, yeah, that's what we're dealing with today, mainly across portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, potentially Arkansas, and then also East Texas. Sorry, I'm gonna have to clear my throat every once in a while because I've been talking a lot today, so if I have to just, like, stop in the middle of a sentence, you know why. But, yeah, that's what we're doing today. I finally figured out how to screen record the radar, so that's good. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So tornado warning right now here. I will keep this live coverage updated here. I should probably make sure that we're actually live, but I don't really have a way to do that because I'm using my iPad for the radar and then I'm using the computer to actually go live. So unfortunately, I can't check if we're actually live or not, but I hope that we are. I'm just going to hope. You know what? Actually, I could grab my Nintendo Switch. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to confirm that we are live right now in just a second. I will be right back. I will keep the radar up right here. Looks like they have shrunk that tornado warning here, but it is still in effect for LaSalle County, Louisiana, so stay in shelter, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back, everybody. Looks like we just got a new radar update. Going to go ahead and confirm here that we are live. It would be bad if we weren't live at this point. Hold on, okay, save this. Hold on, I gotta make sure. I brought my Nintendo Switch in here, but I was playing Pokemon, so I gotta close that. YouTube, open that up. Come on, please work with me. Alright. New radar scan. Do we still have rotation on that storm? We do, but it is weakening. So the storm is weakening, but still stay in shelter as a tornado warning is in effect. Let's see here. CC correlation coefficient. No drop yet, I don't think. Yeah, that is kind of suspicious that it's very similar to the reading of the velocity, but that's not in the same spot. So there's not a tornado on the ground. But again, stay in shelter. There could be one at any second. Let's confirm that we're live here. Davis. Come on. It's such a long channel name. Davis does weather. Where are we at? Davis does weather. Okay. THER. Accept. Alright. And yes, we are live. Okay. Yep, there we go. Alright. I have confirmed that we are live, so I can stop worrying about that now. Alright, but yeah, like I said, tornado warning ongoing here for LaSalle County, Louisiana, and then we did get our severe thunderstorm warning in Texas and Louisiana border to expire, but we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Atoka County, Oklahoma, so watch out for that. We do have several special weather statements in effect. Those are basically what I like to call strong thunderstorm warnings, so keep in mind that you need to stay safe if you're in those areas as well, but not necessarily shelter-worthy. We do have a tornado watch in effect here for portions of southeast Texas, central Louisiana, northeast Louisiana, and then portions of Arkansas as well. This will likely get expanded into Mississippi during the nighttime hours, but I actually haven't looked at the details for this thing yet. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Okay, so we do have a 70% chance to see tornadoes today, and a 50% chance to see EF2 to EF5 tornadoes in that area. So they've highlighted that area to have an extreme risk for strong tornadoes today. So you really got to look out there if you're included in this tornado watch or in the enhanced risk of severe weather. Okay, that's in the orange. The tornado watch is in the yellow there. Okay, if you want to know what warnings are up, then let me know, and I will pull it up in the top right hand corner of my screen here, because I can do that with Radar Omega, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. We do have a blizzard actually going on in Alaska, but I mean, that's not a big deal as of what's happening right now. You know, this is a much bigger problem right now. There's several storm chasers on the ground, but unfortunately I cannot show their footage. I'd love to see that, but I don't want to get in trouble with the law, you know, if you know what I mean. I don't want to get in trouble with the law. I'm not going to do that copyright stuff, so I'm not going to be showing those, but yeah. Alright, so once again, if you're in Jena, then seek shelter immediately. They're in Louisiana. That rotation is weakening out a lot, though, but it's still something you gotta look out for, so be very careful. But, yeah. Alright. We got a new special weather statement. So the special weather statements, again, not necessarily shelter-worthy, but they are basically like strong thunderstorm warnings, so keep that in mind. Our marginal risk of severe weather today extends all the way from southeast Oklahoma back out into like portions of the Florida Panhandle, and all the way up into Tennessee as well in the Memphis area, so look out for that. Our slight risk of severe weather is going to be that yellow shade there, extending from New Orleans back up into portions of west central Alabama, northern Mississippi, Louisiana, southeast Texas, and then our enhanced risk is the main reason I went live today in the orange there, okay, for portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. That's where our huge tornado threat is for today. Also a damaging wind risk. We could see some wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, so keep that in mind as well. And oh my goodness, there is some huge hail on this storm, it looks like. Either that or that's just like an extreme downpour area. Alright. That rotation is strengthening again, actually. That's a little concerning. Yeah, it like weakened out for a little bit, but it looks like it's coming back here, it feels like. Let's see. Yep. I have gotten significantly, I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I have gotten significantly better at looking at storms on the radar since my last live stream, and I can, you know, screen record the radar now, which is nice as well. But, yeah, it's, I've gotten a lot better at that, so hopefully I can deliver higher quality footage to you guys now. But, yeah. Alright, let's see here. I'm probably going to be live till about 5:30 p.m. Central Time, so keep that in mind. But, yeah, this is a pretty active, ongoing situation here. I don't believe we've had any confirmed tornadoes yet today, and I can't really check right now, unfortunately, but I don't think we have, so that's good. But, you know, all it takes is one of these supercells to do something we don't like, and then boom, there it goes. But, yeah. Alright. Yeah, that CC drop, it's kind of, like, this, like, if I didn't know any better, if the CC drop was there, then I would say this is a huge tornado, just because there's an area with extreme downpours right on the same spot as the velocity signature that we're picking up here. That's pretty dangerous. I can also go ahead and look at how strong these straight line winds are here, as well as tornado winds if there were to be a tornado drop. Yeah, so let's see here. It is an MS, and if you to convert it to miles per hour, you take it times 2.2. But unfortunately, I can't just make it miles per hour automatically because I'm not a premium member on Radar Omega, which is what I'm using to track these storms, by the way, today, guys. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Not a sponsor, just wanted to point that out. Oh, my goodness, that rotation, that's really concerning, guys. That's some really strong rotation right there. It's getting stronger. Oh, do we have a CC drop yet? Yeah, no tornado, doesn't look like at least, but that's a little concerning. And there's some very heavy rainfall in this, if not just large hail. Those blues are big, like extreme downpours, okay? But yeah, no confirmed tag on the tornado warning yet. And by looking at the radar, I'm not seeing one either. one severe thunderstorm warning, one tornado warning. Right now, that tornado warning, once again, I want to emphasize, is in LaSalle County, Louisiana, so look out for that. That tornado watch as well, I only broke down the tornado probabilities, but you have a 50% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher today if you're in that tornado watch. And again, that 50% risk does not mean there's only a 50% chance we see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour in that entire thing. That means there's a 50% chance in any given location, okay? So, like, there's a 50% chance of seeing that in Monroe, and there's a 50% chance of seeing that in Winfield, okay? And once you add all of those areas together, it becomes a much higher chance than 50%. In fact, we've already seen wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour in this area. So hopefully that makes sense. It's not just a 50% chance to see that anywhere in the watch. It's any given, like, specific location, like on your house. If you're in that watch, you have a 50% chance to see that. 20% chance to see wind gusts of 75 miles per hour or higher. We could see some isolated gusts up to 75 miles per hour or higher, but you have a 20% chance to see that in your town if you're in this watch right now, so look out for that. Hail threat, 40% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger, 30% chance to see hail of 2 inches or larger. Okay, these storms will produce some large hail, but overall not too concerning. It's not the main threat. And it looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning here, kind of continuing off of our tornado warning. This is for 1.25 inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds with the tornado possible tag here in portions of Jefferson County, Mississippi, Kansas County, Louisiana, Adams County, Mississippi, Catahoula County, Louisiana, and Concordia County, Louisiana. Okay, so look out for that. I imagine actually they're going to extend this tornado watch pretty soon into Mississippi. I said it in the overnight hours, but actually it's likely to be pretty soon because these storms are moving incredibly fast. I'd like to point out these storms are moving east at 55 miles per hour, which is pretty fast, but they're producing winds even faster than that, but that doesn't have anything to do with it. But yeah, they're moving very fast. If we play this radar out, I mean, you can just see these things heading off to the east, like at light speed here, some of these certain storms. I mean, it's hard to tell, but 55 mile per hour east moving storm is fast, okay? So you got to look out for that. But yeah, this tornado possible tag is on this severe thunderstorm warnings. This one is not quite shelter worthy, but you're gonna definitely want to get inside, okay? We have that tornado warning over here, but they've extended the severe thunderstorm warning, but they put the tornado possible tag on the severe thunderstorm warning instead of just issuing a tornado warning, if that makes sense. But yeah, so there is still gonna be some weak rotation on this storm, it looks like. I feel like they should have just extended the tornado warning, to be honest. I think that rotation is very concerning in my opinion, but again, National Weather Service obviously knows more than I do. Correlation coefficient drop, nothing yet. Alright, let's see here. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, I don't think there is, obviously. Okay. Alright, but yeah, so honestly, the most concerning part with this storm is probably going to be the hail threat. Tornado possible tag is pretty, threatening, but the hail threat is kind of higher than we expected it to be. I mean, we knew we were going to get some hail upwards of 2 inches, yeah, but we've already seen a lot of hail close to that size, which is not what we thought would happen. But yeah, so maybe these storms will produce a little bit more hail than we thought. But that is what we're working with today. Alright. But, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi is kind of like the one major city inside of this enhanced risk today. But Jackson's going to get more of the brunt of this storm in the overnight hours, okay? Right now, or like the evening time hours at least. Right now, we're looking kind of on the Louisiana-Mississippi border. And then also some stray severe thunderstorms in Oklahoma. We got another severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma for 1 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds this time. Again, not quite shelter worthy, but you're going to want to get inside for that. That's kind of odd. I guess these are just, like, leftover supercells from earlier today, but, like, man, I didn't think that Oklahoma would be the state with the most severe thunderstorm warnings at one time, but right now it is. But, yeah. We still have that tornado warning in effect. Holy crap, I was right. They upgraded that to 1.75 inch hail for that area. So, again, stay in shelter here if you are in this tornado warning. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but I did predict that they would, or I did think that there was larger hail in there than they were indicating, and it looks like they upgraded it to 1.75 inch. That's where you need to start taking shelter just for that hail threat, even if there wasn't rotation on it. But with the rotation, get into shelter if you are left here in Blade, Kane, Reinhardt, Whitehall. It looks like there's a lot of little, like, unincorporated communities, but once you zoom out a little bit, I mean, there's not many major cities in this area. But yeah, let's see here. Check that rotation again, just to stay safe here. There's still some weak rotation on that. I really feel like they should have just continued the tornado warning into Mississippi there, but they did not. Let's see. That's the velocity. Let's see the correlation coefficient. Yep. It's kind of hard to tell with this, but just because of, like, there's, like, rain in some areas, but nothing in others. It's kind of odd, but there's not a tornado, it doesn't look like. At least not one doing damage, but again, one can pop up at any second, so seek shelter if you are left on the eastern side of this warning. And I mean, another area could start to develop rotation, so if you're anywhere in the warning, you should honestly stay in shelter, because there are some areas with still some weak rotation left in this place, but stay in shelter anywhere in that tornado warning if you are still in that. What is this? Is this actually rotation, or is this just a radar signature? I don't know. It's a little concerning. I think it's just like a radar thing, though. I don't think that's actually rotation. Don't think that is real. Alright. Looks like we do have some areas with some decently strong wind gusts. 21 ms is about, that would be like almost 50 miles per hour, I want to say. Maybe a little over 50 miles per hour. So yeah, look out there in Leesville. We did have a tornado warning earlier in that county there, just northwest of Leesville. I don't know if they extended into Leesville. And again, I have been at school, so I'm not too sure if there's a tornado that dropped or not, because I was only able to look so often. But yeah. Let's see here. Yep, still got this storm moving to the east. I like how they are doing consistent radar updates, so we know that the radar's not gotten struck yet by these storms and gotten put out. That's good. Good news. That rotation is weakening, but it's recycled many a time. So, again, seek shelter definitely if you're in this area here, left on this tornado warning. The severe thunderstorm warning, I don't think is shelter necessary, because, I mean, if they didn't put a tornado warning up for it, then, you know, maybe it doesn't deserve it. Maybe the rotation will weaken out. But, I mean, if it was me, I would have extended the tornado warning. But you don't need to seek shelter if you don't want to in the severe thunderstorm warning. Obviously, you can if you want. And, I mean, it wouldn't even be a huge over-exaggeration, because those wind gusts are going to be pretty strong of 60 miles per hour. And there's some large hail in there, 1.25 inches. See, they've warned it for 1.25 inches because it is starting to get a little weaker on the hail side of things. But for a second there, this one was producing some hail up to golf ball size. But, yeah. Yeah, that blue there was pretty intense there for a second. Let's see here. Oh, new severe thunderstorm warning here. What county is that? Those are going to be for Newton County, Texas, Vernon County, Louisiana, and Beauregard County, Louisiana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's going to be for 1-inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds. You have to seek shelter for that if you don't want to, but obviously, I mean, I can't stop you from doing anything, but it's just a suggestion. But yeah, I don't think that's quite shelter worthy, but obviously you can if you want to. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a pretty intense area of wind, honestly. We're getting some readings that could be a little bit over that 60 mile per hour mark. They can warn severe storms for 65 miles per hour, oddly enough, because they don't do intervals of 5 for everything, but they can do 65 mile per hour warned storms, which is weird. But yeah, let's see here. I guess it is just radar indicated that the winds are 65 miles per hour here, but still could be like that. Yeah, that is what we are dealing with. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they've definitely taken down some of the tornado watch that was left here in East Texas, as the threat has left that area. Because I remember Tyler was actually under a tornado watch earlier. So yeah, they've definitely shrunk this, which makes sense because the storms are leaving that area. Because I mean, like I said, these things are moving quick, guys. Like this whole line is moving pretty fast. I guess this one's only moving at 20 miles per hour. That's actually pretty slow. But the eastern portion of this is just off to the races, man. Oh, man, there's some still large hail on that. I feel like that hail could be bigger than what it's warned for in the new severe thunderstorm warning. It's warned for $50 size. I feel like they should have extended the golf ball size portion of the warning there from the tornado warning. Let's check the rotation. Yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit of rotation left on there, so it makes sense they did a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag. But yeah. That is what we got right now. Oh, did we get a new warning? No, we didn't. I thought we did. We didn't, though. All good as of right now. Let's see here. Yeah, we're getting some snow, it looks like, or we're going to at least here up in portions of Montana. It'll be pretty interesting. I might do a weather video tonight. I don't know. After my live streams, I get kind of burnt out for a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, flash flood warning. Okay, flash flood warning here for portions of Vernon County, Louisiana and Sabine County, Louisiana. Don't go out and drive, certainly. Yeah, that's some heavy rainfall. I guess I could actually check how much rain we're going to get with this storm in some areas. This is what radar is this? The Simpson radar is indicating. I don't think it's actually in a town. Yeah, so it looks like inside of that flash flood warning we could get some pretty heavy rainfall actually. So yeah, don't go out and drive in that for sure. Looks like some isolated areas could get over 4 inches. But yeah, alright. That's something. Something not good, that's for sure. Alright. That tornado warning is likely going to be allowed to expire here, unless they do decide to extend it if the rotation recycles pretty strong. But yeah. Let's see here. Nothing else new. Update on the Oklahoma storms. Let's see. Okay, it is a Fort Smith radar for that one, but this one is, yeah, I guess they are Fort Smith. For some reason I thought they were a Tulsa radar issue, but I was like, they're closer to the Fort Smith one, but I guess they are Fort Smith. Alright. Is that rotation? I say that like every time. Is that rotation? But is that? I don't think so. I think that's just a signal that the radar's sending out. Yeah, I don't think there's anything actually there. Alright, there could be some weak rotation on that actually. You know, let's look from a different radar. Let's look from a different radar here. This could be unwarned rotation. Ooh. Is that unwarned rotation actually? We could have a situation ongoing here in southeast Oklahoma. Maybe not. Then again, the DFW radar is kind of far away. Shreveport, what you got? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of hard to tell, honestly, if that's rotation or not. Yeah, that's rotation. Okay. They should definitely slap a tornado possible tag at the very least on this severe thunderstorm warning here for the Choctaw Nation, so be careful in that. There's definitely some weak rotation on that at the minimum. Yeah, that's actually kind of a problem. Alright, let's see here. Still got our tornado warning up. I decided to go live today, because I have gone live for every enhanced risk of severe weather for the past few months. And I don't go live unless there's an enhanced risk. That's kind of the threshold that I go live at, is if there's an enhanced risk issued. If there's not one issued, I won't go live. If there is one issued, I definitely will go live if I can. But yeah. That rotation is getting a little bit stronger again. I would honestly extend that tornado warning out. That's just me, though. Let's see here. Yep, that is, it's unfortunate. We're in a bit of a radar hole here. If you don't know what a radar hole is, basically, so we have the New Orleans radar, right? We have the Jackson, Mississippi radar. We have the Shreveport radar, and then we have this radar here. Okay, but in the middle of that, where there's no radars, is what we call a radar hole. None of the radars can really send out a good signal to that area, so that severe thunderstorm warning is in a little bit of a radar hole. Soon this will be a Jackson radar thing, but right now it looks like it's in the Leesville-Simpson radar. But yeah, that rotation on that storm is still there, and it hasn't dissipated yet. I mean, it has, but it's recycled. And it hasn't really fully dissipated at all. It's just gotten weaker. But no, that's there. Yeah, dude. That's some heavy rainfall as well, and again, large hail. Alright, let's see here. Got anything else that's worth mentioning? I don't think so as of right now. We will see some gusty winds actually in this area today, creating a large fire danger for portions of the Cumberland Plateau, the Appalachia area, that whole area up there, so look out for that. Yeah, here we are in Dixie Alley. I debated whether to put Dixie Alley or Deep South in the title for this live stream, but not everybody knows what the Dixie Alley is, so I just called it the Deep South. But yeah. Alright, let's see here. Nothing else new. Alright. Yep. That's what we're dealing with right now. Again, that tornado watch. Ooh, it looks like there's a new tornado watch, actually. I think. Oh, okay. So they actually did they lower the tornado threat? I think they did. I think they lowered it from, or maybe it already was 70. I don't know. But they extended the tornado watch into Mississippi. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, they did do that. So, like I said, they did extend that into Mississippi. Like I said, they were going to eventually. So Baton Rouge, Jackson, you're under a tornado watch now. Baton Rouge might have already been. That's in Louisiana, obviously. But, alright. New radar scan. Let's check up on that rotation. It's still there. It's kind of in one of its weakening phases. Phases. I hate it when I can't speak properly. I just hate it. Alright. Yeah. Let's see here. Looks like one of our severe thunderstorm warnings in Oklahoma was allowed to expire. Oklahoma is only under a marginal risk today. They were under a marginal risk yesterday, and we literally saw nothing severe-wise. We saw some strong thunderstorms, but nothing severe in Oklahoma yesterday. I would like to point out, let me turn this on to tomorrow here. Tomorrow's SPC outlook, we already have a slight risk of severe weather across portions of the Deep South as well here for portions of southern Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, and then southwest Georgia as well. So, I doubt that threat's going to be anything like this one today, and I doubt it's even going to get upgraded to an enhanced risk, but it's something you're going to have to look out for if you're in Montgomery, Columbus, Dothan, Pensacola, Mobile. That whole area is going to have to look out for tomorrow because they have issued a slight risk for tornadoes on that storm as well tomorrow. But yeah, or those storms, I guess I should say. It's going to be more than one, most likely at least. Alright, that tornado warning will expire in 2 minutes. I don't even know why they haven't just gotten rid of it yet because the rotation has completely left that area. Or maybe not. I guess there is still some, I guess this is just a high wind pocket. Dude, that's crazy winds for not having a severe thunderstorm warning up for that area. I mean, they have that tornado warning, but I feel like a severe thunderstorm warning could be issued there too. Those are some strong winds, guys. Some of those are getting over 70 miles per hour even, it looks like. That's kind of crazy. Alright. But yeah. It may just be like a weird radar glitch thing. We got lots of special weather statements now. Alright, yep. As the storm enters Mississippi on the Louisiana-Mississippi borderline, here we are. I'm going to turn back on the day 1 outlook. I almost forgot to do that. That would have been bad. Guess it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but people would have thought they were under the gun in the Florida Panhandle, and they're not. I mean, the western Florida Panhandle is today, but you know what I mean. Alright. But yeah, that marginal risk is actually pretty huge. It extends all the way from Birmingham back down to Houston there. But yeah, in that whole corridor. And I mean, it goes north to south pretty far as well. Like, we got all the way up to Memphis, or all the way up almost to Fort Smith here. All the way up to the Choctaw Nation. Alright, the tornado warning has expired. Yippee. So, we do still have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings left here. One of them does have that tornado possible tag. That's the one coming off from the tornado warning. As that rotation kind of just keeps recycling. It doesn't want to leave us. I don't want to jinx anything, but it looks like it could be weakening out for good. But again, not gonna jinx anything. I mean, I probably just did, but yeah. Sorry. Alright. That is what we are looking at. Yeah, that severe thunderstorm warning is also going to stick with us for, like, yeah, another 45 minutes. So, I'm going to try to stay live until all these warnings expire, but I can't guarantee that, because, you know, life happens, but yeah. Alright. Looks like all of our storm chasers here are kind of huddled into one area. I'm going to head off to the east here near Faraday with this one storm that had that tornado warning. I mean, it makes sense. That was the only storm we've had for the past while that's had a tornado warning. But yeah. If I go quiet, it's just because I need a break from talking. I decided something I wanted, I guess while we're in a less active period of weather, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about some things. I decided I wanted to do a thing where every 3 live streams I make something. I make an improvement to my live streams, right? So this improvement for this third live stream is that now I can screen record the radar. But yeah, soon I want to every 3 live streams I want to make something better. Just to consistently make sure that my live streams are new, fresh, not outdated, good quality. But yeah. It's a little concerning. We haven't gotten a radar update in like 5 minutes from this radar, considering this is such a big deal. You think they'd update it more. And we've been getting updates for like the past 2 minutes every time, but now they've taken a little bit of a break, it looks like. I don't think it's kicked out, though. Oh, there we go. As soon as I said that, they did a new update. Alright, let's see the rotation now. Yeah, I mean, it's still there, but very weak. So maybe I see why they didn't issue a new tornado warning for that, just the tag with possible. Makes sense. Oh, that wasn't even the latest scan. Yeah, it's weakened out even more. Alright. Point to the National Weather Service. Alright, let's see here. 3 warnings left. This will not be the last tornado warning of today, though. I can almost guarantee you that. I did not mean to do that. The peak intensity time for these storms is expected to be at like that 5 to 6 p.m. time frame. But unfortunately, I will have to eat dinner at some point, and I mean, I don't really want to spend the whole day live streaming. Maybe if I had more viewers watching, I'd do that, but right now, since it's kind of just this small community that I have, I'm not going to spend my whole day live streaming for an event that's not huge. Obviously, if this was my job, I'd be willing to go for as long as I had to, but... starting to get into that area where this is going to be something we're going to need to look at from the Jackson radar instead of the this radar, the Southwest Louisiana radar. Or I guess this one would be the Southwest one. What is this one? I'm just going to call it the Leesville radar, kind of near Leesville. That's the only decently populated place in that area. I'm guessing they're going to start to remove some of these tornado watches that are left here in southeast Texas. We still have some strong storms in that area, which is why they haven't already done that, some severe storms, but soon enough that tornado watch will probably go away. Probably by the end of this live stream, this whole area will be good to go. But the main area that's really under the gun here for the rest of the day into the nighttime hours is going to be this whole corridor. Let me try to circle it good. That whole area over there. There we go. That's going to be our main severe threat. Tornadoes are actually the main threat today. Usually it's like a damaging wind threat that's the highest with these types of storms, these Dixie Alley storms in the fall, but actually it's tornadoes today. Damaging winds is another pretty big risk, but tornadoes are more important here because we have a hatched risk for them. We don't have a hatched wind risk because they're expecting the max wind gust we'll see is about 70 miles per hour, and they usually only issued the hatched risks for 75 miles per hour. Looks like we have a flash flood watch here up in Alaska. But yeah. I would look at some of these live cams that aren't storm chasers, but again, I just don't want to risk it if I don't have the license to use them, obviously. Play it safe. It's the best way to do it. Any new viewers just now joining, we are doing Deep South severe weather coverage, Dixie Alley. We have a tornado watch in effect here for portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas. Damaging winds, large tornadoes, and some small to large hail will be possible. I don't know if we got any new viewers. I can't actually look at that right now. But yeah, honestly, I figured at this time frame things would be a little bit more intense than they are. We've kind of had one tornado warning to deal with at a time. I don't think we've had multiple at any time for the past few hours. After I hop off this stream, I'm probably honestly going to go watch Ryan Hall's stream. I assume he's live. He makes great weather live streams. I aspire to be like him. I don't know why, I just like to zoom in on random things whenever I'm bored on the radar. I'm just like, oh, what is this area? Oh, we got Woodland Park, Nebraska. Cool. Shout out to any of you viewers watching in Woodland Park, Nebraska. Or Woodland Park at all. Any other Woodland Parks. Looks like we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning here. I gotta stop goofing around for Vicksburg here. 0.88 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds here just west of Jackson. Not shelter worthy, but look out. Definitely get inside for sure. Yeah, it looks like we had a special weather statement for it, but this storm intensified. So they gave us that severe thunderstorm warning extending into portions of western Mississippi. What county is that? I know it's Vicksburg. Warren, Mississippi, Issaquah, Mississippi, Madison, Louisiana, and Hinds, Mississippi. Vicksburg is a pretty big area, though. You kind of know all the big areas down in the deep south because there's not very many of them. Velocities. What is that? That's got to be a radar glitch. There's no way we're dealing with wind gusts that high. That would be like over 150 miles per hour. There's no way. Yeah, we still do have a little bit of rotation on here. Oh, and there's the next radar scan. I'm going to switch back to the Jackson one. Again, this radar hole is so annoying. It's in between radars. I don't think there's very much rotation left on this storm, though. But yeah, there is still some large hail being produced, so be careful here if you are included in the Vidalia warning, the Faraday warning, the Natchez warning. I don't think Natchez is in that, actually. No, it's not. It's just south of it. But yeah. Again, if I'm not talking just because there's not any new weather to cover and I'm trying to give my voice a break at those times, because there's not going to be a chance to do that if, there's 5 tornado warnings at once. So, gotta prepare. Prepare for the worst, as they say. Because then if that happens, then you'll be fine, and then if the best happens, you'll be great. I just made up that piece of logic. That doesn't go with the saying, but... Yeah, very weak rotation left on that storm. Not a big deal at this point. It's definitely going to go out. I thought it was going to try to recycle at least one more time, but it's not, I don't think. The most concerning warning, though, that we have is this one, but it's not because of the tornadic threat anymore. It's because of that large hail, honestly. It's only warned for $half size, but there could very well be some larger than that in between Jonesville and Harrisonburg. There's no way the blues are just heavy downpours. They've got to be hail. And that is heading off to the east at 50 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour, sorry. Again, very fast-moving storms. People like to confuse the how fast they're moving with how strong the wind gusts are. They have nothing to do with each other. Sure, a stronger storm will likely move faster, but that's not always the case. There's no correlation between the two. The wind speeds they're producing and the speed they're moving at are two completely different things. So, like, the storm that we're really watching here, the big deal one, they did upgrade that hail threat to 1.75 inch. Okay, seek shelter immediately here if you're in Faraday, Vidalia, Clayton, Sickley Island, or Harrisonburg, as well as Jonesville. I feel like they should have done that, like, 10 minutes ago, but, yeah, seek shelter immediately if you're in that area. This is now a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. What was I going to say? I don't remember. That's frustrating. But yeah, seek shelter immediately. That's our only shelter-worthy storm here, just north of Natchez. Everything else you could probably be fine if you're just, in your home. But seek shelter lowest floor possible, definitely away from windows, because that hail can smash through your windows easy there. And then preferably in the center of the room. But if you're in like a basement, then you're better off. Just like in general, if you can't get to a basement though, then you need the middle of the house, no windows preferably, like a closet, maybe in a bathroom. Usually the bathrooms are on the edges of the house though, so I don't know. I don't know where your bathroom is located in your house, believe it or not. But yeah. See here. Again, I know I keep taking massive dumps on the National Weather Service. They do their job incredibly, but I feel like they should have upgraded this hail threat 5 to 10, maybe even 15 minutes ago. That's just me though. And again, they know way more than I do, obviously. Here, you know what? Here's what we could actually do. I believe this is still still a West Central Louisiana radar issue. Oh, new update. The hail's not even as big anymore. Here's what we can do for the 50th time. We can go ahead and play this out here with this tool. 55 miles per hour. Okay. No, that was 5 miles per hour, not 55. 55. Right there, 55, calculate. So these are the times you should be seeking shelter at if you're included in this warning, or you can seek shelter earlier than that, preferably. Dunbarton, this is going to be over to you in 2 minutes, so seek shelter immediately. Lee Bayou, 8 minutes. Clayton, 8 minutes. Spokane, 14 minutes. Azuquena, 16 minutes. Canebrake, 16 minutes. Waterproof, 19 minutes. Anna, 20 minutes. And Goldman, 20 minutes. So at a maximum of the next 15 minutes here, you need to be getting into shelter. And if you're close to the storm in Bolina, Dunbarton, Faraday, you need to get into shelter now. This is producing large hail and could easily produce even larger hail than it's warned for. Again, hail was supposed to be the smallest threat with these storms today, but, well, I guess flooding rains is the smallest threat, because while there is technically a 5% flood risk, it's not huge. And once again, a 5% flood risk does not mean for this entire area you only have a 5% chance to see that. It means anywhere in this area you have a 5% chance to see that. So you have, I guess I didn't necessarily draw that out where the flood risk is because I don't know where it's at. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Flooding possible with these storms, but not a huge threat. Watching for tornadoes and wind. Okay, that hail core got a lot stronger again. It's kind of like the rotation was doing earlier. It kind of recycles. It weakens and recycles. In fact, maybe the velocity signatures weren't done after all. I said it was kind of dissipating now. It's still there. It's extremely weak, but it's still there. I guess the tornado possible tag is, once again, pretty good for this. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, they're probably going to take these tornado watches off of southeast Texas incredibly soon. But yeah. I guess they'd probably do it at one chunk of a time, so they'd also take off the southwest Louisiana ones, but southwest Louisiana isn't done yet, so maybe that's why they're not removing them. Because they don't usually just remove one tornado watch at a time. It's usually the whole group of whatever radar that's at. And it is called the southwest Louisiana, southeast Texas radar, this one is. This one, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's East Texas and West Louisiana. But this one is the southeast and southwest. I do know that. Alright, looks like all of our severe thunderstorm warnings have expired in Oklahoma. Still got some strong thunderstorm warnings, though, up there. Well, special weather statements, but I like to call them strong thunderstorm warnings. Because guess what? They're warned for strong thunderstorms. But yeah. Again, Vicksburg, you are under severe thunderstorm warning. It's not a high-end one, but you're going to definitely want to get inside. This is bringing some very heavy rainfall. That is not rotation, but those... Is that actually real winds? Okay, those are some strong winds, actually. Those could be over 70 miles per hour. I think they should upgrade the wind threat for this. That's not actually rotation, though. Where the reds and greens meet, that's usually indicates rotation, but it's just because that's where the cutoff is for the radar. Because basically, greens mean it's going away from the radar, I think, and reds would mean it's going towards the radar. So whenever the reds and greens meet, that means there is usually some rotation on the storm, but this is just because, this is going away from the radar, this whole batch is, and this one's going towards. But yeah. Like north to south wise. That probably made no sense. I'm terrible at explaining weather terminology. I'm good at watching it, but I'm terrible at explaining it. Or at least I'd like to say I'm good at watching it, but I guess you guys can be the judge of that, huh? I see you. I don't see you. I don't know why I said that. I think I did point this out earlier. If I didn't, there is some rotation down here in southwest Louisiana on this storm. I think they should slap the tornado possible tag on that, but again, they know better than I do. It's probably going to weaken soon if they haven't put the tornado possible tag on it. Or that could just be unwarned rotation. That does happen sometimes. They can't look at all the areas at once. Like, I can't do that either, obviously. But yeah. Or they may be planning on doing it in any second. Who knows? Who knows, honestly. Again, if you are in this severe thunderstorm warning, you need to get into shelter whenever this storm approaches you, because this hail is just huge, okay? Right now, it's only warned for golf ball size, but that's still a pretty big deal. Imagine golf balls hitting your window potentially at 60 miles per hour, because this storm is producing dust that strong. That would definitely shatter your windows. But yeah, it could be even larger than that, like I said. Let's see here. Is that a new warning? That is a new warning here for Rapides County, Louisiana, Natchitoches County, Louisiana, and Vernon County, Louisiana. New severe thunderstorm warning for 0.75 inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds. You don't need to seek shelter if you don't want to, but definitely get inside. You need to do that. Again, I can't tell you what to do, but if you want to make it out of this storm safe, you should probably do that, I guess I should say. That's some pretty decently strong winds. It's not that crazy for what it's warned for. This is actually stronger winds. These are about 40 to 45 miles per hour, but it's warned for 60, so there could be 60. But yeah, I feel like every 5 seconds that's what I say, but yeah. Or, but yeah. And then I do a stupid laugh after. I'm like, If you're just now joining the stream, we are doing live tornado coverage here. Right now, just severe thunderstorm coverage for portions of Mississippi, southeast Arkansas, Louisiana, and southeast Texas today. Damaging winds, large tornadoes, and some hail possible. Again, I really feel like that hash risk for tornadoes, I feel like I was kind of expecting more than just, a warning here and there. Usually a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes means, we got multiple warnings going at once. But I don't even think there's been a single confirmed tornado on the ground today yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen all of them, like I said, because I was at school. But I don't think there has been. I tried to watch as much as I could in school, but it's only so long before you have to get back to your work. Looks like all of our warnings are going to be gone within the next 40 minutes as long as no other severe thunderstorm warnings get issued. So maybe that's when I'll quit, around 5 p.m. But yeah. Or I might quit before they'll expire. I don't know. Just chilling. In my weather forecast, I am going to start showing the Tropical Tidbits GFS model radar. I have gotten people requesting to see the actual, radar in my videos, and I'm going to start doing that, I think. and Tropical Tidbits is free. You don't have to sign up for anything, and it's reliable and accurate. Again, not a sponsor. I'm too small of a channel to get sponsors by far, but yeah, just like the website. Alright. Again, that one storm that's really shelter worthy right now and that we're really watching is that one here near Faraday, Clayton, Vidalia. You need to seek shelter if you're included in this warning. That's some large hail right there. Some large hail. I don't like just being silent, because what if a viewer joins and they think this is all I'm doing is like there's no audio? But yeah, I just go quiet because there's nothing to talk about that is new. It looks like there is still a decent bit of rotation on this storm, actually. Kind of in a newer area, honestly, but yeah. What is that? I've rarely seen that color on a seat. Oh, I'm dumb. That wasn't actually a color, it was just the enhanced risk because there was no CC on that. When I say CC, I mean correlation coefficient. I'd never seen that orange shaded correlation coefficient reading, but that's because it doesn't exist. It was just there was none. So it was hovering over the orange here, which is the enhanced risk of severe weather. I guess I could actually read the synopsis for today. Oh, never mind. Forget that. Tornado warning. Tornado warning. LaSalle County, Louisiana, and Grant County, Louisiana got reissued for another tornado warning here. There was one in LaSalle earlier. Is this really what they're warning it for? This itty bitty thing? This is radar indicated. Huh. Is there something I'm missing? Wait a second. I think this is really the rotation they're issuing it for. It's kind of a little disappointing. Okay, seek shelter if you're in Georgetown or Gina in Louisiana / Texas. Or I guess that's just Louisiana. Yeah, seek shelter immediately. Again, LaSalle County was the one we had earlier under a tornado warning. Right now, this is in Grant County, the rotation is. So I guess, here, hold on. Let's play this. How fast is this storm moving? 50 miles per hour. Okay, take that and then go there. 50. Okay, so Halcott, this is gonna be over you in 2 minutes. Seek shelter now. Same thing with Linscomb. Little Creek, this is gonna be over you within like the next 10 minutes. Same thing with Gainesville, Searcy, Trout, Goodpine, Somerville. All those areas should be in their safe space within the next 10 minutes. Halcott and Linscomb need to be in there now. Because that rotation is there. Again, it's incredibly weak. I'm kind of surprised they issued a warning for it, but it is there. But, like, seriously, they have this not warned for a tornado warning? Oh, they issued a severe thunderstorm warning for it, but no, it doesn't even have the tornado possible tag on it. They leave this out for not having a tornado warning, but then they issue one for, this? I don't know. Again, they know more than I do, so don't listen to me. I just think it's weird. That is, like, such clear rotation. I don't know why they don't have a tornado warning on that. The Tor War, as I like to call them. But yeah, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Verdon County, Louisiana. Again, you don't have to seek shelter if you don't want to, but definitely get inside. You need to do that if you want to stay safe in this storm. But yeah. And same thing with this one. We got our two shelter-worthy storms here. The one with the tornado warning in LaSalle and Grant counties. And then we got this one over here, which is in the Mississippi, Louisiana, the southern part of the border there, okay? So, seek shelter if you are in either of those areas here. Either of these warnings, rather. because this one's still producing some large hail. Again, it's only warned for golf ball size, but could easily be doing more than that any minute. But yeah. Again, this wasn't even expected to be... I mean, we were supposed to have at least a little bit of hail, but wasn't expected to be this big of a deal. Alright, that Tor War is in effect for LaSalle and Grant counties, which once again, not too sure. Unless I'm actually, like, just dumb and I'm missing something. This is all I'm seeing. Is that really what they're warning it for, that little sliver? Yeah, I think it is. Just got that new update. It's weakened even more. I don't think that's that big of a deal, but I should just keep my mouth shut because there could end up being a huge tornado on that in the next few minutes. But I don't know. I was thinking it was a confirmed warning because this doesn't feel like a radar indicated warning because what are they indicating from? That little sliver of rotation? So I figured there was a confirmed tornado, but it's not. At least it doesn't say there is. This is very concerning to me, actually. Just south of Leesville, this one is way worse in terms of rotation, according to the radar. I'm kind of surprised they haven't issued a Tor War on that. I think this is actually just unwarned rotation. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out a little box here, as you need to seek shelter here in this box. This has been up for a few minutes, but it's not weakened at all like I thought it might, because they didn't issue anything for it. If anything, it's only getting stronger here. So this is heading, I wasn't even paying attention on what direction, going on to the north and the east here. So, wait, what's the speed of the storm? 20. So this whole area needs to be into shelter for this rotation here, okay? It's heading off to the north and the east towards Leesville and then also New Llano. You need to seek shelter immediately. You're under that severe thunderstorm warning, but there should be a tornado warning for that, I definitely think. And I don't think this tornado warning is honestly a huge issue. I feel like they could have definitely gotten away with just doing a tornado possible tag on a severe thunderstorm warning, but even that would be a little extreme. I guess there is no severe thunderstorm warning. That may be why they did that, just to warn for that rotation, but there wasn't anything else that they could issue a severe thunderstorm warning for, if that makes sense. So they couldn't slap a tornado possible tag on anything, so they just issued a tornado warning. Confused. Is that really what happened? Hey.
Excuse me, I need to file this. Everything you should check.
Good, I'm live.
Oh, sorry.
I just didn't want you to say anything that would...
Embarrass you.
Yeah, sure. Alright. They reissued this. Okay, they issued another tornado warning here for Jefferson County, Mississippi, Adams County, Mississippi, Tensas County, Louisiana, Concordia County, Louisiana, Catahoula County, Louisiana, and then Claiborne County, Mississippi. This is a new tornado warning, so we have two ongoing at once. This is why I was saving my breath earlier. Probably justified now. But yeah, let's see this rotation. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's kind of hard to look at. I don't get it. Like, what? Is this it? Maybe if I look from a different radar? But it's kind of hard. Like I said, we're in a huge radar hole right now. Oh, okay, I see it. Yep, they were right. I was wrong. This is some pretty decent rotation around Clayton. Get into shelter now if you're in Clayton. Same thing with anywhere else in this warning if you're going to be in the track of this soon. Port Gibson, Fayette, you can wait a few minutes, but still seek shelter relatively soon. Yeah, that's some strong rotation right there with that storm. And that's the same one that was doing the large hail and produced the other tornado warning. So I said the rotation was... Wait, is that the same rotation from earlier that kept recycling? I think it is. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it is. It recycled again and did it super strong this time. Strong enough for them to issue a Tor War. Okay. Again, also large hail on this, so seek shelter for that as well, if you're in the severe thunderstorm warning in that. Alright, here we go. This is where things start to ramp up. Again, no confirmed tornadoes yet, but okay, you guys can get out of shelter if you're in this. I was hesitating to say it, but there's nothing here on this tornado warning. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they did this on accident, but obviously that's not true. Yeah, that's no big deal there. for Gina, or Georgetown. There's nothing there. But then again, they should issue a tour war for this. This one right here, this bit of rotation. I don't know if they just haven't seen it, but if that itty bitty bit of rotation was tour warding justified, then this one definitely is. Maybe I needed to look at a different radar site at the other one, because I did for this one, this new one, but I don't think there was ever anything on that. I guess it's still in effect. We can still look, right? So, yeah, this is by far the closest radar. This one isn't even in a radar hole, but it's not showing any rotation. Let's look at Jackson, I guess, but that's kind of far away. Yeah, there's no rotation on this one. I don't know why this is in effect. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I just don't understand, but I don't... I'm not seeing anything. Alright. 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, 2 tornado warnings. This is not good. Once again, these storms that are really dangerous are the ones that are going to be located across the Mississippi-Louisiana border right now, okay? So really, if you're anywhere in that region, you need to be very careful. Be looking at your local weather app, or watch your local weatherman. That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to combine those two phrases together. But yeah. No correlation coefficient drop, though it doesn't look like yet. Again, if you're in this severe thunderstorm warning, you need to get into shelter. Well, not necessarily. Not on the northeastern side, but down here where that rotation is, that you definitely should, I feel like. It is weakening a little bit, but still there. It is still there. And there's no way that's just like a glitch. That's definitely there. It has all the telltale signs that that's real. Real rotation on that storm. If there is a tornado today, there's a very high chance it will be rain wrapped. So if you're under a tornado warning, obviously don't go outside and try to look for the tornado. That would just be really stupid to do in any situation, but especially in this one. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Rain wrapped tornadoes means that it's covered in heavy rain, heavy downpours that you can't even see it. But yeah. Again, all the storm chasers are in one little line here heading for this tornado warning that keeps recycling with the rotation. Looks like we got the all-force one right here. Brandon Kopic. Sorry, this is Brandon Kopic, I think. This is Vince Welty. This is Brad Arnold, I want to say. Brandon Kopic and Vince usually travel together. And they go storm chase for even like smaller storms. Like yesterday they were, even though there was only a marginal risk and there didn't end up being anything. They went after that. But yeah. I mean, there was expected to be more in that storm, to be fair. But yeah, they go storm chase for a lot of small storms. Which, I mean, props to them. Somebody's got to do it. And I mean, they're literally risking their lives right now. So thank these 4 groups of people right here, or just people, I guess, but the y'all squad is more than one person. But thank all these people, okay? They are literally risking their lives right now just to confirm if there's anything on the ground. They didn't have to go out there and do this, but they chose to keep everybody safe. Respect. I mean, we have the radar. They could have stayed home. But they just wanted to make sure that we had that extra level of protection to see if there was anything on the ground. Respect. Props. Okay, is this another unwarned area of rotation? Hold on. Maybe not. Oh, you know, I saw this earlier, and I don't think it is. Let's look from another radar site to confirm if it is or not. Maybe. I don't think that is, though. Honestly, Shreveport would be closer, yeah. No, that is, okay, that's huge rotation. There are multiple areas of rotation on this storm that are unwarned here. Near Boyce, if you're in this severe thunderstorm warning, seek shelter if you're on the eastern side. And then also seek shelter here off towards Alexandria. That's rotation, for sure. Yeah, that's gotta be rotation right there. That's some tight rotation too, dude. Oh, man. I feel like it's this close to like touching down, you know? I mean, you can't see me, but I feel like it's this close, even though you can't see how close I'm talking about. just realized I went silent for like 10 minutes. I didn't even mean to. Not 10 minutes. It was an over-exaggeration, but that was a way over-exaggeration. I mean, it was supposed to be on purpose, but that was just ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Again, this tour war, I don't see anything. Maybe that's kind of a hook, but, like, there's nothing there. There's just nothing there. I just realized you probably can't even hear me whenever I'm mumbling like this. But, yeah. Been live for about an hour now, actually. Didn't feel like it. Time flies when you are having fun. I want to watch these last few areas of rotation at least before I hop off. And I'm not saying I'm going to hop off anytime soon, but I might. This one's weakening, I think. It's also just in a really bad spot because there's a lot of storms around it. It's kind of hard to look at from the radar. But I think it is weakening on rotation. And then, funnily enough, a storm that doesn't even have a tornado warning on it is what's keeping me alive right now. It's this thing right here that should have a tornado warning. It's broad rotation, so, like, maybe just a tornado possible tag on this severe thunderstorm warning. I guess I shouldn't be saying tornado warning, but it's still rotation. So at least a tornado possible tag should be on this, but it's not. I guess maybe it's not as tight rotation as I thought. But maybe it's not shelter worthy. I don't know. I'm going back and forth between that. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. I really can't tell. I'm not trying to. Okay, is this new or did they just shrink this? I think this is new. Vernon County, Louisiana, 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour. No, maybe that's not new. I don't think that's new. Alright. Yep. We have not had any new warnings issued for the past several minutes. But yeah. I was gonna do something earlier and I got interrupted by a tornado warning, but I didn't even remember what I was gonna do. And it was this stupid warning that doesn't even have anything on it. For the very little time, I don't know why they haven't gotten rid of that. I don't know if they're just not watching it or something. There was tiny rotation on that for a very little amount of time. Wait, were they warning it because of this? Off to the south and the east? No, it barely even went in the box. Why did they put the box up here if it was moving this way? I don't know. For the very little time that this had rotation, it was very weak. And there definitely still shouldn't be a warning on it. There's nothing there at all. This storm is weakening in terms of its hail core, but could still be producing some hail up to golf ball size, which is what's still warned for. We don't have any blue readings yet, but again, there's sometimes that we have, sometimes that we haven't. It keeps recycling, so stay safe. Be careful with that. Treat it, obviously it's still tornado warning, so you still need to get into shelter, but yeah. Treat it with respect. Respect the polygon, as they say, even though this shape's not really a polygon. I guess it kind of is. I don't know. What is a polygon? I just realized now that I try to think about it, what really is one? Like, what's the actual definition of a polygon? I'm really worried that this radar is going to get hit by a severe storm and get knocked out, get hit by one of those strong wind gusts, because, I mean, this storm is going right for it, and it's been getting hit back to back, like, just completely knocked. But this is going to be one of the stronger ones that's about to hit it. So, we might lose this radar, but even if we do, it's okay, because the storms are kind of entering this new radar area near Jackson. But yeah, or in Jackson rather. I guess it's in the Jackson suburbs, not in the metro. Alright. there's really, other than that one area of rotation that's not even warned, which is kind of just broad rotation at this point, there's nothing else. And that's still weakening, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, there was this too. I saw this, didn't I? I was like, why doesn't this have a warning? Again, though, that's broad rotation. Maybe I was overreacting earlier when I was like, why doesn't this have a tornado warning? Because, I mean, it's strong, but it's not tight. It's got to be strong and tight. It's just strong, but it's broad. So it's not a huge deal. Alright. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe they didn't need to issue a Tor War for that. I overreact a lot. Have you noticed that? Alright, we are back to the blues on this, so some large hail is still possible. I mean, there would be anyway. Just because the radar isn't picking up large hail doesn't mean it's not there. I mean, it still was with the pink colors, but the blue is like extremely large hail, you know? I'm definitely not going to stay on until those Tor Wars dissipate, unless they remove them early, which I feel like they could do at this point. But I will be on for a few more minutes at least. Yeah, like I said, this will not be the end of the scenario tonight, but I can't go live for the full thing, unfortunately. Maybe if it was for a job, I could, but not just for fun. Life gets in the way. Man, life, I hate it, you know? But yeah. I will keep you guys probably updated on my YouTube community tab unless I forget. But probably not going to go live for the rest of the night. I might have a video out later, like a weather forecast video. Maybe break down some of this storm. But yeah. Got 1 minute left on this severe thunderstorm warning. I feel like they'll probably reissue it. After I've been talking for a while, my words don't, like, they're not words anymore, they just but yeah. Alright, one last little check here. Again, some areas of broad rotation, but not a huge deal anymore. Alrighty, real. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I think I'm going to hop off right now. I don't even know how many viewers we got or if we got any viewers on this stream at all. I'll check after I finish here. But, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Again, I'll keep you guys updated on my YouTube community tab, but this wasn't as bad of an event as we thought it was going to be after all, huh? That's good. Yeah, I guess I'll see y'all